All right, shalom, shalom, boys. Here. Well, it's a beautiful day today. I was out shopping, getting a couple of things done, but I wanted to take a time out to speak about something very important, and it's critical, especially in the time that we're living in. And this is concerned with this Ringo Raw Dog TV, and these are a relentless pursuit and these attacks on Pastor Dow. Why it is a problem? Okay, why is it a problem? Okay, so apparently, as we all see, because it's all public now, it's all being exposed, it's all being talked about. Testimonies are coming out, so forth and so on. Well, whether you believe it's the truth or whether you believe it's a lie, it's irrelevant. Okay, it's always a stain when it comes to these kinds of things, these kinds of issues, and this is pertaining to pastors, elders, either having relationships with men, the wives of men or the former wives of men that they've counseled or they've been in fellowship with. Um, Whether it's interacting with them, sleeping with them. And I'm going to be coming out with a testimony. It's going to be a cold, hard, factual, actual truth testimony of my personal experience because it's time to speak about these things. And it's going to be pertaining to myself and Elder Rufus and the situations that I experienced when it came to Straightway. And regardless of what, because everybody's coming out, everybody has a testimony, right? And I have a right to air my testimony, and it's time to come out and speak on it. But this is why it's so important to remove all levels of impropriety or anything that may even seem to be not on the up and up, even though it may be, because of the appearance of it. Because as we say, if it walked like a duck, it talked like a duck. Then it must be a duck, right? But my personal view is that if a man is counseling another man in his relationships, and then that relationship goes south, and then that man ends up with that man's wife, would you not ask questions? Would it not seem kind of suspicious? Would you not think that something else was going on? I'll give you a perfect example, right? I myself have been in situations, or a situation where a brother is going through some issues with his wife, and the wife calls me up directly. The wife calls me up directly, and she's complaining about the husband. She's complaining about the husband, and listen, I don't like to be in situations like that, but I listen to her keenly, right? And then after she finished speaking, you know what I asked her? Is this man abusing you? Is he beating you? Do you have food on your table? Do you have a roof over your back? Do you have clothes on your back? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food on the table? Is he abusing you? If any of these things ain't taking place, then you have no case. You have no legitimate case whatsoever to be talking to or speaking to any man. And then you know what I did after that? I called up that husband and I told him exactly what I said, right? I told him exactly what I said, thereby removing all impropriety, or removing all kind of suspicion of guilt at all from me, okay? Because I never want to be in a situation, and this is why I'm going to say something very, 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 very critical. This is why. Because let's say I turn around, right, and that couple breaks up, and then he finds out that I'm with his ex-wife, right? What kind of thoughts you think that would go through that man's mind? What do you think he would be saying in terms of, okay, well, how long was this man plotting and scheming? Because we all know that the scripture says that even if you desire another man's wife, in your heart, you've already committed adultery. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Even if the thought came into my mind about getting with this woman and taking advantage of the situation, I would be accused, or I would be guilty of adultery. So let's say these people break up, right? And I'm all for restitution. I'm all for reconciliation in all situations, but some things can't be reconciled. Wouldn't that man think something's going on? But more importantly, right? Right? More importantly, what if a spirit comes up on this man and he just comes up to me and puts a damn bullet in my head? See, you don't think that people would do something like this? See, motherfuckers today think they invincible. People think that nobody won't bring the heat. That nobody won't bring the heat. You see what I'm saying? So I never want to put myself in such a situation where even the thought will come into another man's mind. You better go on about your way, because listen here, anybody can be touched. Anybody can be gotten to. And you don't know what spirit can be up on another man where he may go there. I'm telling you, especially in this day and age, he may go there. Because me personally, I'll go there. And let me tell you, I got the means, the economics, the time, the energy, the effort, the skill set to touch any motherfucker that I want to. That think that they're going to touch my family or harm me without just cause. You see what I'm saying? So this is why if you're in any kind of leadership position, you should make absolutely sure that there's no situation of impropriety going on, because you don't know how that other man is going to react. But you got these people that's prideful, that think that they're invincible, that think that they can just do pretty much anything and nobody ain't going to touch them. We're going to have examples in this country. We're going to have examples. You're going to see examples of this shit kind of take place where somebody's just going to go there. And then it's not going to matter, oh, he did this, he did a third. Listen here. There's innocent bystanders. There's people that can be hurt by this shit. And people need to take this stuff seriously. And so this is why personally, it's my personal opinion that, hey, nobody, to avoid any kind of impropriety, to avoid any kind of situation, a pastor that has counseled or sit down and counseled any a married man, and in that situation going wide, you should stay off limits. That's my personal opinion. I think that's the safe, righteous, honorable thing to do. Now, again, that's my personal opinion. Now, the people who do it or may perpetuate it, and they may not agree. But it ain't about them. It's about you. It's about you, because what if you're sitting down and you're getting counsel from a pastor, and then he turned around and then he's banging your wife 6 months later, a year later. And see, nobody don't have the issue with it until it happens to them. This is when people get outraged. But when it happened to somebody else, it's no problem. It's no problem, because it ain't me. It ain't me. Listen. Therein lies the problem with this attack on Pastor Dow and his character. Because even if it may have been done righteously, it looks bad. It's a stain. It looks bad. It's all out there. I'm just repeating with Gonzalez and them. She's a freak. They've had threesomes, this, that, and the third. All of this stuff is out there. It's all out there. I'm not saying anything that this man or these people have not stated before. And so it's a problem, because now it's a breach of trust. It's the thought in the man's mind that, you know what I'm saying, hey, if I sit down and I talk to these people, whatever their chances are, they could be sleeping with my wife 3 or 6 months later. And then you got all of the situations in these across these churches and assemblies, that these are not the only situations. This guy got with this man's wife, and this guy left, and this got with this man's wife, and these guys and this woman went from this elder to this elder to this elder. It's nasty. How you gonna be passing around a woman? This is factual. This is not conjecture. This is not rumor. This is not speculation. These are facts that has actually happened. So when you have these chain of events that's taking place over the course of time, people begin to question the integrity and the moral stance and the integrity of the leadership in charge. And then let alone all of the scandal when it comes to leadership. You got Chief Elder Rufus. They're claiming that they love one another. And look at the situation right now. Testimony is going to be coming. It'll be entitled, "What is your issue with Elder Rufus?" And I'll lay it all out. I'm gonna lay it all out. I'm gonna name names, time, dates. I'm gonna put it all out there because it needs to be put out there. Because it's amazing. Everybody can have a testimony, as long as it makes somebody look favorable. But nobody can have a testimony if it doesn't make them look favorable. Now, I ain't got, hey, all is beautiful with me. All is well with me. I'm good. Because situation that happened 8, 9 years ago, who cares about some damn concubine or whatever, some baby mama? There's plenty of them out there. There's a plethora of them out there. But people need to understand what we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing, how we should be responding, how we should be dealing with things to avoid any kind of impropriety so that nobody can lay this kind of sin to your charge. Because Pastor Dow's going to have to deal with this going forward. And hey, man, all publicity is not good. So certain publicity is not good publicity because it sows doubt in the minds of people. And lies and stuff, who would respond to it? Who would respond to it? If somebody accused me of sleeping with another man's wife, right? I know that ain't true. I ain't gonna respond to it at all. It's a lie. It's a lie. Why would I respond to it? It makes no sense. If somebody said, you know what I'm saying, oh, you got evidence of beat. Well, where's the police? Oh, you beat on this woman. Where's the police report? These hands are squeaky clean. Even in the world, I've never dealt with women that are in relationships, let alone married women. Never have I put my hands on a woman. Never have I called a woman out of her name. There's plenty of women out there. It makes no sense whatsoever. So to respond to any kind of future, because I ain't got nothing from the past. No one has ever accused me in the past of mistreating a woman. Nobody's accused me in the past of beating a woman, neglecting a woman. No, nobody has ever. It's always been an attack on my personal character. It's never been, hey, you were unfit to be a husband to any woman. Never. It's never happened. And it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? I got tapes. I got video recordings. I got documents, even from my first marriage. My first, the mother of my first time, I got documented proof of what was going on. I got her to sign. You see them signatures right there? You see those signatures? I don't be playing no games. So if anybody want to come up, you know what I'm saying, and accuse me in the future or something, where's your proof? Where's it at? Because I got documented video recordings. I got documented signatures. Nobody ain't coming out, and it's amazing, right? I'm not on any child support. I don't deal with any drama from anybody. I'm maiden in it. This situation is a problem because it shakes, it sows doubt. Because even if it was done all on the up and up, it still looks bad. And we should remove ourselves from all appearance of impropriety. All appearance, even if it may look bad. I don't even want to be caught in a situation like this. Because it's a stain on the character of a man. It creates doubt in the minds of people. And first of all, and bigger of this at all, you put yourself in danger. You put yourself in you put yourself, your wife, and your children in physical danger. Because somebody start letting out bullets, you don't know who it's going to hit. A spirit comes up on a man, he justified. Pow, 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 pow. It's some real talk.